Join me today antiquing in one of the biggest local antique shows in Oregon. The Farmhouse Antique Show in Turner, Oregon hosts a carefully curated group of vendors offering vintage items, handmade goods, and artisanal foods. The event typically features a diverse selection of artisans with a vendor count varying each season, but this fall was about 70 different booths. The Fall 2024 event included a variety of Grade A vendors representing everything from crafts and antiques to food trucks and even local produce. Today I'm going to walk you through the fall show that took place in October, but I would like to make sure to invite you to their spring edition taking place in April on the 24th through the 26th. Make sure to check out the Farmhouse Show on Facebook. Now, usually I go on a Saturday or a Friday during the day, and this year I decided to take advantage of their early shopping night on Thursday. And I might say that there was a lot more to choose from. And I will probably be enjoying that Thursday night again the next time around. I'm always impressed by all the beautiful booths that the vendors put together. Everyone at this show goes all out. This antique scale was one of my favorite things to find here. Isn't it just beautiful? Everything from oil lamps to picture frames to pine cones. And lots of hard work, both finding beautiful treasures as well as crafting them. Throughout this video, you will see some of the things that I purchased, and at the end, I will show you what I found and brought home. This antique show also had food, which was super handy because then I didn't have to leave to go grab dinner and then come back. And the antique show was not only in one building, but 3 different buildings. Ambiance was definitely something that this antique show was full of. This was not just an antique show. You can see there were many handmade items, including these soaps and hand-spun yarn, as well as some upgraded antiques. I wanted to make sure to feature this artist who made these handmade folk art pieces. She put a lot of work and care into them, and I wanted to show off the beautiful artwork that was at this antique show, not just the antiques. The host of the show is a dear friend of mine, Belinda, and she does just a fabulous job. You can tell that she is great at finding like-minded people that share her passion for antiques and farmhouse life. And now, shall we look at some of the finds that I brought home from the antique show? Now, I don't know if this was actually a chamber pot or not, but it's going to be a planter pot for my aloe plant up in the harvest kitchen. This other piece of pottery was perfect. After all, it does say tea. And then I also found a stoneware bowl for blending tea in. Now, this piece of art is just one of my favorites. It depicts the Angelus by some farmers out in the field with the church in the background. And this will be a wedding gift. The real piece of treasure I found, though, is going to go above this piano. But first, I need to clear off the items that are already sitting here and hopefully find a new place for this piece of artwork above the piano that was my grandmother's. Everything can use a little refresh sometimes, and this piano is definitely no different. We'll just rehome these pieces of fall decor and get it dusted off and give it a proper new home. You can see this piece doesn't move from the wall very often, if at all, by all the dust that's on the back end. No worries, we'll get that cleaned up. And now the farmer has figured out a way to hang this treasure that we found. I'm guessing it's about 100 years old. Looking up pieces that look similar and judging by the backing that is starting to disintegrate. I paid only $30 for this piece and couldn't believe that it was only that much, especially after getting home and looking up comparable items ranking between $250 and $300. But to me, this piece of art is a special one, as I studied it greatly in college before converting to the Christian faith, and I still spend a lot of time studying all of its artistic elements, and it deserves a home right here in the entryway of our house above this antique piano with a few other antique finds. This Sacred Heart statue, along with the brass candlesticks and even the fruit tray, they all came from my favorite local antique shop called the Pick and Coop, who are great friends of ours, and always a favorite spot to shop. Some of our grapes that we harvested, along with some pears, make a beautiful addition to this new home decor. It's time to put some new beeswax candles in these brass candlestick holders to add a final touch of ambiance to this newly decorated area. Something about refreshing a space has made everyone decide to use the space all over again. And that includes me with the last of my new finds, an old book from Thomas A. Kempis, and of course, a cup of tea to go with it. Thank you for joining me, my friends, and I hope to catch you on the next video.